One of the things that's bugged me ever since I was a kid is getting the blame for something. So let's say that someone spilt water. That person just gets told, oh, be careful, right? And then let's say it's you. That person is then gonna tell you, oh crap, the beast is right there. Hey, can you like stop interrupting my video? Oh, guys, I've had some people reach out to me telling me that my videos have helped them. Thank you so much. I love seeing comments like that. I'm happy to have helped you guys. So that's fun. As an adult, you can just toughen up. That's what people say. But when you're a kid, though, you know what happens? You literally get told things like, oh, you're so clumsy, you never do anything right. I'm sorry, who the hell are you to say that to me? I don't care if you're related to me. I don't care if you're XYZ. I can't, okay? I need this. He's too cute. No one should be told that. We're all making mistakes here, and part of life is making mistakes. So, because of comments like this, people grow up with an inadequacy. They think that, oh, they have to be perfect, they have to be a certain way. Sorry, I know it does sting, but I gotta say it. Anyway, I feel more blunt today. Because last time I was a tad bit too vulnerable, it felt almost sappy to me. But I was just that vulnerable, okay? But usually I speak with bluntness and grounded optimism. That's how I like to describe my channel, actually. Yikes. Nah, I don't want to go that way. And you know what the worst thing is, guys? This is one thing that honestly ticks me off. Is when you spill water or you make a mistake and someone or people say it so loud that they want the whole table to hear it. So I wanted to just make a video. This channel is not all run. I don't know what the heck this channel is. I went from animated story times to doing this. Here we are. And now you're watching me complain while just riding a unicorn. Anyway, I'm just so aggravated because I've said this so many freaking times. It doesn't help anyone, okay? If you make a mistake like that, wipe the freaking table. You don't have to say, oh, you're so clumsy. You just waste so many time. Like, you know what I do is if I fall down, some people scrape their knee, they start crying, okay? But for me, I just scrape my knee, I get back up. I've been through worse, I just keep going. And what I'm trying to say is not a literal thing, it's a metaphorical thing. It means that whilst you spend time reacting to a problem, you could have solved it. And the thing is, it just feels like such a why me based thing. And I think some people could relate to this a lot more than others. When you always get the blame for something, you start feeling like people genuinely don't like you. That's the thing, okay? And I'm gonna say this while holding your hand with like point blank bluntness, okay? People are biased, okay? People do this because they're biased. If they dismiss someone else and they always chase after you, it's because that person senses a threat within you. Either they want to be like you or because you have something that they want to have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to speak BS here and say, oh, this is something that's like, okay, I'm just going to hope for the best and romanticize it. No, we don't speak BS here. We speak the truth. Think about it. As an adult, you toughen up. You start to feel like, okay, you know what? You can do XYZ. But when you're a kid, though, when you're a young, vulnerable kid, and you just get told that, oh, this is your fault, this is this, just for spilling something or just for a tiny mistake, it encourages the kid to have set standards for perfection. And you start to grow up with this feeling of not being enough. At least I did, and it sucks. So, to anyone who is watching this, it's not always your fault. And I'm not going to say it's not your fault all the time because I know so many people would say it's not your fault. Sometimes it is, okay? And we have to admit that. But people need to treat things in a much better sense. So I've spoken to the people who blame me about it. You make a mistake, okay? Instead of that person helping you out or you solving the problem, they just say, oh my goodness, she spilt water. Oh my goodness, she did this. Or even if they don't say she and they just speak to you, it sounds like they're telling everyone at the table. Yeah, this is oddly specific. And yeah, I'm mad. But I just think that we just need to take a chill pill, really. And sometimes you have to have compassion, okay? Mature people understand this. So this video is for people who have that understanding. You have to acknowledge maybe this person has grown up feeling inadequate themselves and they're projecting onto you. And maybe they had a tough childhood, maybe they had a tough XYZ. But you know what, guys? You still say, flip this, because you're not entertaining it. Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through that as a kid. I'm sorry that you had to do XYZ. I'm sorry that you went through that, because even as kids, it's not their fault either. Kids get exposed to things against their will, and you don't get to choose what they're exposed to. But then, at the same time, you suck. That's literally what it is. Because you're acknowledging, okay, this person has a reason why they're like this, but at the same time, you have to say, like, you know what, this isn't helping me, so get away from me. That's what it is. I made a mistake, but why is it always my mistake? Why am I? You know, the other thing is people focus on flaws way too much. Like if you meet someone for the first time, or if you just get to know someone, or if you just think about someone, they always focus on your flaws. That's a pet peeve of mine, when someone always focuses on the past, especially if it's something that's really bad. Like, focus on my good points. Believe it or not, I actually do have some. Like, that's the thing, though. It's ridiculous. The hell do you mean that I make a mistake and then that person doesn't get lashed out at? Look, I don't want a lashing for either of us, but I'm not your punching bag. Like, respectfully. I don't know why people always have to focus on what I did wrong. Like, I'm just a regular human being. I'm not a supernatural being, whatever, okay? And people just like to find flaws in me. Like, the hell do you think I am? I don't think I can attack with a unicorn. What am I doing? Can I? I can't. I legitimately can't. Ah, my unicorn! Why am I here? Why am I here? But yeah, that's like one of the things I've been thinking about since a long time. Why is it always me? I know I make mistakes. Thanks for reminding me about that, Sherlock. But at the same time, I don't know why it's that much of a big deal. So, when I mentioned the whole thing about being an adult, I'm talking about the fact that imagine as a kid, you just get told, oh, you're not good at doing anything just because you literally couldn't do a single thing right. And I'm not talking about a single thing right in life, I'm talking about that one single thing. And people around you get told it's okay, you can do better next time, or they just don't get anything, realistically. I didn't ask for anything cliche as a kid, but I didn't ask for people to tell me I sucked at something. And then you grow up with that belief as a kid, People don't talk about the subconscious that much. When you're a kid, you believe everything. Literally, especially mentally. When you're around people who you're close to, your mind starts to presume what they say is right because they're older, because they have more authority, because they allegedly know you. But when you realize that, you start to know yourself even more. I'm open to requests and stuff. But guys, I want to say something so bluntly as well. This is for people who comment on my videos especially. My channel is not a politics discussion, please. If you support politics, whatever, you know what? I'm going to piss some people off with this because I think I just need to. I support Palestine, okay? And if you disagree, that's not my problem. That's not what my channel's about. Okay, and please be uplifting to one another, okay? If you don't agree with healing, please work on yourself before you comment on my videos. So, I know that people won't always agree and there will be whatever. I'm not even talking about hate comments. I'm talking about people who just who can't read the freaking room, okay? I'm not here for political debates. Like, that's not what my channel is for. I just want to build a positive space for everyone and something that's realistic, uplifting, everything. I'm fine with people talking about their experiences. By all means, go ahead, do whatever you need to do. But guys, please. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to feel any force, okay? Once again, I'm a Muslim. I don't want anyone to force religious beliefs on anyone else. And I do mention being guided by God. That's my personal belief, but I'm not saying to anyone that they have to believe of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Honestly, I feel like I'm still speaking to the same bunch of people. I don't feel any different talking to 1,000 people as I do with like 10. So I guess that's one good thing about building an honest brand. You're honest. Anyway, if you do want to support me as a content creator, I'm kind of small. Please support my coffee page. Link is in my description. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys in another video.